Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. And once again, this is a video that I'm cutting for the blog. It is Saturday, right around 7 o'clock in the evening. The rain is coming down. And the more I look at the data, the more I think that this is Little Rock again, borderline. But I'm thinking cold rain to a little ice and then maybe some snow before ending. But the worst is, I can't stress this enough, when we look back at this on Monday, we're going to say, well, it wasn't horrible. It was an inconvenience. It wasn't horrible. Gosh, I hope that's what we're saying. I don't want too many travel problems. But we're going to say, oh, the worst was definitely west and north of Little Rock. That's where we had amounts of snow and sleet combined, north and west of Little Rock, 1 to 3 inches. And maybe some higher amounts in the higher elevations. But I'm talking about the combo of snow and sleet. And I'm thinking freezing rain may be an issue across portions of central Arkansas. And I'm not expecting an ice storm out of this. But then Tuesday, I think we're going to go from ice to rain. And I'm really worried about northern Arkansas. There are some signs that there could be some significant icing, especially across the northern 2 rows of counties. More on that later, but here's the video that I want to show you right now. In this video, I'm going to look at the GFS model and this 4-panel thing. But here it is. Okay. Let me explain to you what you're looking at here. This is the GFS. This is the afternoon run on this Saturday. It's 4 panels. I hope you can see Arkansas in each one of these panels. And what you're going to see in this panel, the upper left, that's showing you sleet. And this is a 6-hour precipitation, so the amount over the previous 6 hours. This is freezing rain in the upper right panel. This panel is plain old rain, and this panel is snow. And I could show you the thermal profile, but there's what's going to be, and I want to make this as simple as possible for you. There's going to be a layer aloft, which is going to be above freezing, which is not conducive to snow further south. And this is Sunday morning at 6 a.m. So this is what it's telling you, between midnight and 6 a.m. Here's sleet, here's the freezing rain that fell, and here's the snow that fell. And here's the rain that fell. So yeah, that makes sense. And then you go out to noon. So it's between 6 a.m. and noon Sunday. It's showing a pocket here of sleet. It's showing freezing rain across the north. And it's also showing snow across the northwest. Look at all that snow extending back into Oklahoma and Texas, and rain for everybody else. Now, between noon and 6 p.m., you see the sleet across northern Arkansas and freezing rain. So it's showing you a mixture. And then, again, snow across northwest Arkansas, maybe as far south as Russellville, and rain. Now, the danger here is that the model does... Here's what could go wrong. I was taught by one of my mentors, meteorologist Paul Barris, WRCB out in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Always said, when you're making a forecast, especially a winter forecast, you make one and then you think, okay, what could go wrong? And when you look at this, my thoughts are, what could go wrong? Well, it could, in my opinion, what could go wrong is that it gets down to freezing faster, and we have more of an icing situation. But this is, in my opinion, this is very believable. And here, this is late in the day on Sunday at 6 p.m., and the freezing line is near Little Rock. So, the freezing line gets into Little Rock late in the afternoon and early to the evening. But the problem is, what happens if it gets here a little bit sooner? So this is between, and this is what I'm going with. I really think that there's some truth to this model that you're looking at. Between 6 p.m. and midnight, you see the sleet as far south as Little Rock. You see the freezing rain as far south as Little Rock. But you see the snow staying across north central, parts of northeast, north central, and especially northwest Arkansas. So I'm thinking that, we're going to get that transition late in the day to some wintry weather. That's at 36 hours out. Let me go. Now this is between... this is accumulations. Whoops. It looks like things are winding down by midnight, and the precipitation is getting out of here. So what you're looking at here, let me make sure I got this back here. This is total. What this is showing you is total amounts of sleet, total amounts of freezing rain, total amounts of snow, and total amounts of rain. That's what this is showing you. And you can see here, northern Arkansas, that would be a few inches up here. This would be some light icing, which would cause problems of freezing rain, and some sleet as well. And I've showed you on air the accumulations map, and I wish I could bring it up here again, but I don't have it pulled up right now. But anyway, through much of the metro, I'm thinking a dusting to as much as an inch, maybe. That may be a stretch. And this could still change, of sleet and snow, and predominantly sleet. and maybe a glaze of freezing rain. I'm very skeptical about the snow, but if we do get that transition to snow, it will be as it comes to an end tomorrow night. That's the way it looks right now. You know, I'm recording this Saturday evening, but that's the way it's looking to me right now. So there you go. There's your blog update. Thank you so much for coming here to the Arkansas Weather.